Tune in to the Denver Foos podcast.
Denver Foos all day, bro. Follow them from LA to Denver. Let's do this, baby.
Shout out to my boys, Denver Foos. Go by Tony Loya.
Shout out to Denver, man. The Mile High City. You know what time it is.
What's up? It's Mariah the Scientist, and I just want to shout out Denver Foos. I'm here with such a baddie. Look at her. Oh, my God.
Hey, what's happening, y'all? Shout out Denver Foos.
I want to give a huge shout out to my buddies there at Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos. I appreciate y'all.
Shout out Denver Foos. We love you, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos. What it do? It's your boy Chingo Bling. Right now, you tuning in to the Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos, baby. Denver Foos, wherever you find your videos, wherever you get your podcasts, go follow Denver Foos and enjoy.
Hey, let's go, Denver Foos.
Denver Foos, IG, follow us, man. Follow us, subscribe, like us, YouTube.
Shout out to Denver Foos. Good to see you.
The Denver Foos.
Yeah. Shout out to Denver Foos. You know, represent for the motherfucking city.
Shout out Denver Foos.
What's up, it's your boy Concrete right here with Denver Foos, and all you got to do right now, Perito, is hit that follow, hit that like, hit that share button, share all the content, let them know where it's at. Denver Foos, your boy Concrete. We in here, Perito, mile high.
Denver Foos.
Name's Daniel Jumba Garcia. Shout out to Denver Foos, one of the best.
Shout out Denver Foos.
Shout out to Denver Foos.
Shout out Denver Foos North Side, baby. It's all about the North Side.
Hey, shout out Denver Fools. I see Manuel Sanders, legit people over here.
What's cracking, homeboy? Denver Foos. Denver Foos, homeboy. And it's your boy Ken Flores. Shout out to the homies at Denver Foos.
Denver Foo. You guys are the best. Shout out to Denver Foos. Shout out to Denver Foos.
Denver Foos on IG. Come get in touch with the plug. They always got their finger on the pulse.
Are you a Denver Foo?
Yes, all day, every day, baby.
You want to be on Denver Foos or what, eh?
Denver Foos 303.
Denver Foos, huh?
Follow Denver Foos 303, Instagram, Facebook.
For real, Denver Foos, live and direct. Denver Foos, bro. We from the South Side.
Present. Uniting the city, baby.
Shout out Denver Foos. Say it, Foos, baby. Denver Foos. Let's go, my Denver Foos. What's up? What up, Denver Foos? What's going on?
Yeah. Denver Foos.
Denver Foos in the building. Let's go. Shout out Denver Foos. Denver Fools, y'all keep it up. Y'all keep doing your thing.
Yo, Denver Foos. I'll follow you guys up.
I'm Denver Foos here reporting from Denver, Colorado. From Chicago, but I think I'm a Colorado fan now.
You're a Denver Foo now.
Now I am.
Shout out to the Denver Fools. What's up, Denver Fools?
Denver Foos. Hey, man.
Deck one, Denver Fools.
Hey, shout out to Denver Foos. I noticed y'all right away. Y'all putting it down, you know, for all the gente.
Shout out to Denver Foos. You locked in, man. Stay tuned to what they got going on. One love.
I here chilling with the Denver Foos. You already know how we do it. Much love.
It's your boy DJ Sarms Carter. Denver Fools, we in the motherfucking building.
Coming to you live from the Denver Foos Barbershop, located at 1400 South Federal Boulevard. How's it going, chat? How's everybody doing? What's going on? Dang, Sam's Carter was bigger now. He's looking good. Dude, I'm looking good too, baby. Look. We're on the Symes Carter diet.
We're on the Symes Carter diet. Shout out to Symes Carter, baby, putting us on. I can't see you. Let's go.
There you go. Oh, we never adjusted it. There we go. Hello.
There we go.
What's up? Who's on?
Yeah,
Who's
come on.
Come
on, fellas. We got some very special guests. We're live here at the Denver Foos Barbershop, located on 1400 South Federal Boulevard. You already know, and man, every show is just getting bigger and bigger here because we got such great loyal supporters, followers. Denver Foos are so loyal. I want to introduce our special guest. Get him set up real quick. Abe, the president. Yeah. We're the production. We're the talent. We're the everything.
Boy, yeah, this is official. Okay.
Yeah. We here.
No?
Without further ado, I want to introduce our guest.
3 headphones.
We'll give it up for Sir Devon.
You know.
Welcome to the Denver Foos podcast.
Appreciate
This ain't the first time he's been on Denver Foos.
It won't be the last.
Okay.
Nah, I appreciate you tapping in. What's going on?
And then we got TikTok viral star from KeynWees. Key from KeynWees. Welcome. And if y'all didn't know, he's a Denver Foo.
fool.
He's a Denver fool.
Denver fool.
You're from Denver.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in Denver.
Yeah, does a lot of your fan base know that, or
Some of them, the ones that
the loyal ones?
Yeah, the loyal ones.
Right
Yeah.
on.
Mm-hmm.
And you
They need
two
more
are
than me to.
local celebrity stars, Sir Devon,
If you like to
the
call
talented,
it that, you like to call it that.
the talented music artist,
Hey, I didn't say it. He did. No,
and you guys go way back, huh?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
further
than we knew.
further than we can remember. Really, we was just talking about that. Like, really, surreal. Like to really sit down and be like, oh yeah, I've known you since I was like
5, 6.
Yeah, like
Yeah. When you were living in what's that? Warren Village, yeah.
Warren Village. Crazy. Shout out to Warren Village and anybody who came from Warren Village. It's in the middle of Denver, actually. It's like right off of Colfax.
Okay.
And that's where like a lot of my parents, or well, like teachers, yeah, my moms and anybody who worked there was pretty much like a good teacher because it was like it was a daycare.
Daycare.
It was a whole daycare.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and it was like a daycare, but also an apartment complex.
Yep.
Okay.
You live right upstairs. Bring the kids down.
Everybody was there.
I didn't,
Nice.
we didn't even live there, but my auntie lived over there.
Okay.
My mom would always drop us off over there.
Oh wow.
But it was just
What would you
fun.
guys do? What kind of stuff were you guys into? What would you guys play or what?
Any day, like
In the park.
yeah, it was like
With the girls
we was
around
like
there.
2000 baby, so it's
Yeah,
like a lot of magnets, you know what I mean? Board games,
Yo-yos.
Yep. Yeah, anything that was like.
Binging and bonging.
Can we
Yeah.
cuss on here?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
no, this is the Denver Foos podcast. You
Nah,
can say whatever
but
you want.
I'm saying like with the fishbowl, like anything that we like, yeah, as a daycare.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said you both are 2000s babies. When were you all born?
97.
97. So, yeah, you guys, I would say we're kind of close. We were 7 years apart, but you guys came up in this age of where you were outside as kids,
Yeah.
and then as teenagers, everybody kind of was more inside a little bit because of video games.
Yep.
And social media.
Weed was big back then.
Yeah. So
I said we guys, not weed. I said we, the we. I
The
know
game.
420 was yesterday,
Yeah.
but don't. Hey, but yeah.
So what was that like? Because we share similar, like when I was a kid, there was no really like internet, but you guys kind of came into, what would you say when social media started coming prominent in your guys' daily lives? How around what age were you guys, or what was the first social media you guys were both on?
My very first, like social media.
Yeah.
If it was social media, then that would hit big was Facebook, MySpace. Really, I mean, like MySpace, stuff like that. But like, Facebook was big in like 7th grade. So you know what I mean? Like, that's around that time, middle school, going into high school. That's when social media hit.
The social network.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Facebook. That was it.
Going into high school. Yeah.
That was it. And then right before
Right when
that,
I got a phone.
yep, right when I got a phone.
For real.
And we, man, we grew up with the minutes, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I still have minutes on my phone. Went out, baby.
My
You know what I mean? Like,
They carried over.
Yep.
Call me after 9. Call me after 9.
You know, and it was a box phone too. It wasn't even a flip phone. It was like a little box phone. It didn't even have anything. You had to like press all the numbers like twice,
3 times.
just to get a letter.
ABC.
Oh, what was it? T9 texting.
Yeah,
Yep.
cricket phone. It was like a little
T9,
cricket phone.
yeah.
That's what I got.
I was a beast at T9.
Man,
Just
beep, 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 beep,
But they
beep.
had Androids. We just couldn't afford them at the time.
right.
Yeah, the BlackBerry was everything. That was really the iPhone, BlackBerry. That's the,
So you got into music.
Yep.
And you got into content creation. What were your early stages of both? You can answer back to back. What were your early stages of putting out, whether it was your content creation on social media or like just even finding out about it? And then what was like your first experience of like putting music out on the internet or the social media kind of thing?
Got you.
Yeah. I would say, I mean, he probably was on really making content before me, honestly. As far as like music videos and stuff, I remember coming to my school and we were kind of starting to get into like making little videos, but not, this was like with friends at school,
Yep,
like, not
yep.
on a level where I was doing it like,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
my girl. It was more just like little skits and
Little
stuff.
skits.
And then he came like, oh yeah, well, I'm making a music video. Y'all come act in my music video.
Oh,
Ooh, ooh.
nice.
And he was also like, hey, I'm also throwing a party, you know. Ooh, ooh, like, promote the party as well. So we did the music video and all that, and you know, we go to school telling everybody, you know, hey, big party coming up. You got a warehouse.
Yup.
Yeah,
Yup, that's exactly how it happened, bro.
Yep.
Wow.
That's exactly how it happened. He was in school.
Yep.
He went G-Dub, shout out to G-Dub.
Shout out
And we just
G-Dub.
like, went around the
G-Dub.
neighborhood, started shooting videos then. I was already graduated. So once I graduated, he was still in school. But once I graduated, I started taking parties a little more serious. The only reason why like parties was such an essential part in me doing music
Right.
was because I wanted to show labels that, hey, I can pack out a crowd
Mhm.
or a venue. And what better way to do it other than like a party? Not really have a concert aspect, but it's just like, hey, look, I can pack out a 1,000-person or attendee venue
Mhm.
full of kids on a Friday night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then since we were kids, the owners saw it as, oh, you some ambitious, young gentlemen. Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and make it happen. And I just kept it going. Shout out to PJ. Shout out to, the PC, everybody that like low key helped out all the way through.
Mhm.
And pretty much right now is just making up, putting people in a position.
Right.
Putting people in a position. And that's what me and Key do as far as like creating that environment. Because it's really a networking thing. That's all a party is.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's amazing. How have you guys been able to just keep that bond and relationship, even both on two paths, and now you guys are kind of parallel as far as your both respective industries and able to collaborate together? What has been the force that's kept you guys cool all this time?
I mean, really like a brotherhood. I mean, it was more like even before the parties, we was still like he had a car before I had a car. So we always in the back seat, and at that time it was more like big brother. He always made sure we get home at the end of the night, even if it's 1, 2 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah.
Or I'm not even really supposed to be out. We snuck out or whatever. He's coming picking us up, stuff like that. So we was having just already kind of like crazy experiences, just going to parties, even on our own before. So that's when it was like, oh yeah. Hey, we're doing our own. It's like, oh, we already know. We know all the moving pieces.
Yeah.
Right.
It kind of just made it that much easier.
Yeah.
And then we just, from there, it's like, as we get older, we've still always been friends, and we still, other business things and things we venture off into, we stay and connect. But all in all, and he stays with him staying in Denver and me not being in Denver, he kind of keeps me ear to the streets, what I'm saying? He keeps me in tune with what's going on. And
He's still a Denver Foos, so
Yeah.
us Foos got to stay together,
Right,
So,
right.
Exactly.
But yeah, brotherhood and just staying connected through college years and stuff like that. And then, once you start traveling more and whatnot, like it does get a little, like, gets difficult with conversations and stuff like that, staying in touch. With
Yeah, no, because
Right.
everybody, I think that to hold relationships and friendships from an early age, we all go on our own different paths, and sometimes it's hard because everybody's facing life of their own adulthood life compared to your childhood, and I mean it's rare because there's a lot of people that have entitlement sometimes with friendships, and it's like, well, they don't call me, and it's like it's kind of like a both sides kind of thing. Y'all both have to reach out and figure it out and make it work, to keep those bonds continuous. And you guys been able to do that from even living out of state.
Yeah.
You know.
All about loyalty, really. Like, you guys do this together.
Yeah,
bro, and
definitely. Yeah.
It's just like having that bond, right? Or a bond is really the best thing in the world when it comes down to having friends, like real genuine friends, and be honest and like, to go in it with like a business mindset. It's really the mindset. Like that's something me and you always have
Definitely.
a conversation about. I think we just have a similar mindset on how,
Yeah.
like, hey, we can make it happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Possible.
It's possible.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why we like, shout out to Denver Foos because they keep us connected. Like
Right.
it's funny. I didn't
For
even
real.
know y'all like it is.
I actually was looking up because even with us talking and doing like, of course, getting ready to do events and stuff.
Yeah.
When I look up Denver, they were kind of the first thing to pop up. As far as content goes, I was kind of looking how they're going. I'm like, oh dang, they're really they're everywhere. You know. So I was like,
That-
yeah,
that's
they're
a compliment coming from you because you have
Yeah.
like almost like 10 times the amount of reach and following that we have. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? How did that all start? How did your journey start? Did you start on TikTok? Were you on Instagram? Which platform was the first one that you kind of just started going on?
So I started on TikTok at the time. I was in college, and in Greeley, University of Northern Colorado.
Yeah, shout out to UNC.
Shout out UNC, yeah, Bears Boo. But yeah, so I was in college at the time, and then we it was Musically. It just changed from Musically to TikTok. Like at the time, whatever. I had a couple friends and stuff who were in Greeley as well, who were getting on the platform and stuff, posting videos. So kind of got inspired. But they were like doing, you know, a whole dynamic with, you know, like the boys, you know.
Yeah.
And I had a girl at the time, so I kind of had to. I didn't want to get left
Switch it up,
behind, but I was like, I gotta, you know, I gotta do my own thing in a sense. So,
Right.
But then I was like, yeah, just put my girl in video, and it kind of did pretty good. And I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. I started watching like other creators, like couples and stuff, and I would look at them. A lot of the videos were just cringy. So I was like, one thing I didn't want, I was like, I'm not gonna make my videos look nothing like that. I was trying to make sure that we made our videos have some type of
substance.
Exactly, different edge. So we decided to go funny. I'm told I'm a pretty funny guy most of the time, so I always kind of see it from that angle. So whenever we do a video, it was like, okay, we can copy them same people right here, but we're gonna make sure ours is funny. Ours has this different,
Right. A little more substance and
Exactly.
comedy to it.
And yeah, when we started doing that, it just kind of started picking up to where at the time, like, it wasn't memes and TikTok and all that. It wasn't like as popping. So World Star and stuff, they just started like grabbing content from TikTok and
okay.
posting them and stuff like that. So they're hitting us up like, oh, can we post your videos? Or, you know, like big meme pages would text me like, oh, can I post your videos? This is that. And at the time, I didn't really know. I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. But then I'm like, oh, wait, tag me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I kind of started growing my Instagram.
Oh, wow,
Big meme
cool.
pages would hit me up. I would just be like, yeah, you can post our video. Just make sure you tag me and my girl. And then boom, they would tag us and stuff. People would follow us. That time, some of our stuff was so controversial, you know, it would just be like, especially just being, you know, interracial couple back then. Right now, it's more like, there's way more love toward it now than it was, say, like a couple years ago. you know?
Yeah.
So all that just being easy for, okay, yeah, a lot of views, clicks, argument. Oh, some people like it, some people don't. Which all in all just drives more fans, you know. So,
More attention.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. More attention, exactly.
Smart.
So yeah, we just kind of kept doing that, posting videos, and then you know,
Consistent all the way through.
consistent. That's the thing. Back at the time, even when we were still doing events. We kind of started getting back more into doing like parties and stuff. But I was still in college, and we was already doing parties. So now I'm getting a little bit buzzed. I was like, okay, yeah, we gotta still do something.
Still do something.
So we decided to do a Halloween party. This is during COVID.
Yep. Middle.
And COVID, so they're like nothing's going down. But we're in Greeley though. So over there in Greeley in Weld County, it's like kind of cowboy town. So they're like, we don't care. You know?
Right. Oh, yeah.
They're like,
They
yeah,
not care.
they're like not over here. They weren't going. 'Cause they got too much money up there, like with the cows and all that. They know what's up. If you're in Greeley, you know what's
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah.
But
The smell it tells it all.
exactly, the smell of
That's the smell of money to them.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's the smell of money for real.
Yep.
All angles.
Yep.
So yeah, so they're like,
Good
yep.
call.
So we found this bar because usually we kind of go and you know try and rent a venue out. We found this bar, big bar though, like a country bar. We talked to them and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be open on Halloween. Well, we don't care. We're like, oh yep. Hey, let us work with you. Let us bring a crowd. This and that. Whatever. They're like, okay, we'll do it.
Uh-huh.
And then so we just started promoting. We went and did flyers and went Boulder, Greeley,
Big flyers, just as big as
Denver.
this light
big
right here.
flyers,
Wow.
small flyers. We were putting them on people's cars.
Cars.
Just going
Oop.
around. We had at least
Every single
5,000
college.
flyers.
Look.
College, just tagging everybody, let them know like, oh yeah, we're doing something on Halloween. And then comes Halloween. It's like 2,000 people outside.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then there's outside in Weld County, and there's like we're in the parking lot, so it's like the Greeley Mall. So it's a big parking lot.
a big
So,
line.
yeah, but it's just a big line. Everybody's in Halloween costumes, whatever.
Nice.
Oh man, probably like not even that long later. Like first you see like one cop like maybe looking like he's gonna regulate. Then once you just see all these cars just keep coming, and people hopping out, the lines get longer.
Oh, man.
They're just now just like 40 cops. They
40
got almost
cops.
like
Oh,
crowd
boy.
control, military. It was
Oh,
getting
boy,
crazy. They had a lot of stuff going on.
Going on. It was it was
It was
too much.
tripping.
It was so much. But
like, no,
that door,
can't let it go down.
yeah, that door is like it was calm when we pulled up. Right, we had a vibe. It was a vibe.
Right.
We hopped out the trunk, or it was a Ford, got the little back trunk SUV, right? Boom, hopped out. We all in costumes. We get in. One thing that we always say, we never should have left. Like in the beginning, right?
That's where we messed up. Because where we messed up big time at our party because the space could have easily held like the crowd.
Right.
And if we would have got them in, then we wouldn't have to worry about the police in a sense. But the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, that owned it, they weren't really expecting all that. We told them we were going to bring a crowd, but they weren't expecting it to be like that.
Down the block. Oh,
exactly.
man.
So they're only like,
oh my gosh.
They didn't know what to do with it. So they're like, okay, they're letting in some of their people, but they were just, it became a little bit too much.
Too much. Yeah.
That was a learning experience.
But it was meant.
So did the party end up getting shut down, or what happened?
They shut it down. But they still, it did go for like an hour.
Nah, it went to like 1 o'clock. It literally did.
No.
We pulled up at like 11:30, bro.
Okay.
We pulled up at 11:30, and then 11:30 to 12:30, it went until 1.
But we promised them
That's
till
pretty
4.
good.
Yeah.
But we promised them till 4.
Oh,
the
so
party
then it
really,
felt like
we didn't even. The party didn't even start.
So it didn't
we were supposed
even
to give $5,000 out. It's supposed to be a lot going on. Yeah. We probably.
But it was perfect though, because like the way it got shut down, people outside.
I never made it inside. I don't know.
What did you guys dress as for
I was a
Halloween that
big
year?
dinosaur.
Yeah, we had blow up costumes.
We had blow up costumes.
We had
nice.
chainsaw, man. It was crazy, yo. Stay tuned, Halloween. I'm telling you.
Halloween.
So what did you learn from that experience? That you at that point in time, did you learn that you guys had such reach to where you were able to throw events like that and just pack it out? I mean, you've already had been packing out events at an early age.
Just soon, like it was just sooner. Like I pretty much had a decade already in. And once a good 5-piece. I was a good 5-piece of years of like just go ahead throwing my own events. But once I linked up with Key, man, it's like okay, we see the vision because it was about supply and demand. That's what I learned is like supply and demand on like, look, there's nothing going on in the middle of COVID.
Nothing going on.
It's the weather was actually kind of warm that Halloween. So, like around that.
Yeah. Oh, that was in 2020.
Yep.
Oh
So
man,
like,
that was the perfect Halloween.
It was like warm.
And everybody wanted to be outside.
They came from Denver.
Oh my, dry. I think I even hit Colorado Springs. So a lot of Colorado Springs people, students, came and drove that 2 hours all the way to Greeley. That's almost 3.
And Halloween was on a Saturday night.
It was that year.
Yeah. Because we had a party over here on the west side and it was packed and we had to turn people down because it was just crazy.
Man.
Like
that night,
it was that.
Everybody wanted to be outside.
That night got wicked. It got
and the costumes, I tell you, they were nice.
They were definitely nice. People really wanted it.
Yeah.
And so that was like
the federal agents were my favorite.
The federal agents, yeah.
That's what I called them anyway.
Arrest me, officer.
Oh man.
Did you guys have a costume? Were you supposed to have a costume contest or
for a
contest? $1,000 cash drop. It was like it was gonna get there, but they weren't letting. It was so packed outside. It was so packed outside.
Had going out there.
It could have just had the party out there.
Outside.
Yeah.
Like, but it was low key like the time. It's always happening. It's really crazy. It's like that Project X vibe that we always have.
That's
trying to bring back.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a good reputation you guys built there, though. There was hella people that showed up, and they just created like, just like the want to go to your guys' parties. That's what I had to have brought to you guys.
Then what was the next event after that?
DDG. Yeah. So after that, we did a little pause. We waited, but we came back to Denver. At this time, I dropped out of college. I was kind of
full-time.
Full-time content creator. Probably almost at 1 million or at 1 million followers.
Yep.
I think I moved
100,000 on Instagram.
Yeah, I hit 100,000 on Instagram, something like that. So I was.
I remember it was like 1,005.
Yeah. Yep.
Like around that time. Yep.
And
nice. But
we decided, okay, I'm gonna do bigger. I'm like, well, now I'm a content creator. I noticed that a lot of other big creators and stuff are following me.
Right.
I'm
right.
like, okay, let's turn our events to where we can actually invite these people out and bring them to our city. You know what I'm saying? Maybe bring a new hype. So we brought out, and we also booked the artist. So we brought out DDG. And actually, if you look right now,
He's been talking a lot about his and it was experience with you.
Yes.
Oh man! So are you gonna give us the whole scoop of what really went down, or how it went down? The exclusive. Oh man!
And it's crazy that it's coming up.
This is exclusive.
coming up.
Yeah, no, he went on a big stream with Wendy Ortiz.
He just did something.
You know her? She's from Colorado.
Hilarious.
She was like from, I think, what? She's from Denver.
What?
Yeah. And she said that she invited him to go have a carne asada with her in Denver here. And he said, I ain't ever going back to Denver because I got booked out there and somebody was trying to shoot me or something like that.
Welcome. We paid the money. We paid the money. I'm telling you right now.
That's crazy how full circle. I was just seeing that on TikTok. I didn't know that was you.
Right
Bro,
now.
that was
We paid
on
the
our
money. I'll tell you,
Halloween night, bro.
That was our Halloween. I'll tell you exactly how it went down. So as I was saying, we're trying to have
shout out DGG.
I don't know.
DDG.
Cool, but
For people that don't know, he's a break him down. He was an artist first. I've known him as a
so he's a
streamer.
big YouTube streamer, but at that time he's doing music.
Okay.
He just did his first big hit with Blueface at the time. And at that time I had just recently met Blueface. So we were really trying to get both of them
Blueface,
together.
baby. And then he has a child from was it Chloe Bailey or
He just got a baby, yeah.
okay, yeah. So he's probably like one of the top streamer people,
Yeah,
figures,
he's
or
he's one of the big streamers. for sure. Yeah, he's top tier for sure.
well, shout out to DDG
Yep.
if he sees this.
Yeah,
If you see it, hey, we booked you.
hey, you safe in Denver, bro.
You said, no, this,
You
and
like-
it wasn't even that bad. What
was
really
not that
happened was
Where
after
was
we
this
booked-
at?
okay, so we booked them at like
Because everybody in the comments are like, "What club was it? What club was it?"
See? See?
I've been seeing this
This is what I've been telling you.
because I've been wanting to know. It's kind of crazy.
This
God
is-
put you guys in our path. I'm like, I wonder
I'll
who
tell you
knows.
the
I'm like,
scoop,
should I
bro.
put
I'll
this
tell
out?
you- I'll
Because
tell you the
I
scoop,
thought
bro.
about like sharing that little clip of him
funny.
and Wendy talking,
should,
and he's
and then
like,
put
and
that-
just to
put
see
this
who.
interview in there.
Oh,
How he's gonna run.
we're
We'll tell
clipping
you,
it.
We know the whole story.
We know
because
the
not only
whole
that,
story.
We had the whole
We
plan
did
from
the
when it
party. We
started.
Oh,
were the
man.
ones that
This is
brought
awesome.
DDG out. We did it. We're the ones that did it, right?
Okay.
How the
Man,
idea came is at the time, like
it was
I
a
said,
Halloween party.
Halloween. DDG's obviously the influencer. I was the influencer time. I'm just
Yep.
hitting my
100,000,
million
on TikTok.
100,000 whatever.
Yep.
So we're like, okay,
Million
we're gonna
on
bring
TikTok.
we're gonna bring some more influencers out to this event, and we're gonna also bring out DDG, who we pay for. But the other influencers we're gonna bring out for free. That was kind of the whole concept in a sense. So we knew that we didn't want to go through a regular venue
Correct.
club or whatever at
Nope,
the time because I
we
was already
didn't.
doing college parties. So
Yeah,
being a
warehouses
college crowd
was the thing.
we understood that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like you said, warehouses and anywhere we're not too regulated is better.
And from the 2020 experience.
And I think I was 20 at the time too. I wasn't even really 21. It was like, you know, we gotta
do our own thing.
Need some loopholes here.
Everybody was 21, just so we have it straight.
For the record.
Whether everyone 22, I might have just turned 20.
Yeah.
2020. So I was.
I'm 21. I'm born in 2000. So if it was 2021, I turned 21 that
Yeah.
year.
That year. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You did.
But
yeah.
all in all, we bring a so we hit up his sir actually. Tell
Hit up
him
they-
how you met him
so
up.
I hit up a manager in DDG, right? His manager, but before he was on like a Kevin Gates concert or tour. He was on Kevin Gates' tour. Came out here for Denver.
Okay.
Boom. We go ahead and do a little meet and greet at a dispensary. And so that built our relationship, and boom, tickets started going. We started doing our own party, but as far as DDG came into play, I allowed the allowed the concept of it being a concert, but a freaking haunted hotel type of vibe.
We wanted to have a
We
little
had
bit of everything.
sections. We
Yeah.
had a stage. We had the DJ. We actually had a bigger, like a VIP section that like was 4 feet high.
Oh, wow.
And all the girls could have just
Yeah.
been
It
in
was
their
a-
own thing. It was in the hotel though.
Which
So-
hotel? Where?
The Crown Plaza.
Crown Plaza.
Crown
Yeah. And we
Plaza.
also
Yeah,
had
we
rooms
can make-
as well. So we
rooms.
we locked it in when we can book this and then also have rooms.
Yep.
Okay.
And be able to give like DDG and then room and then also sell rooms to some of the people, the ticket holders.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, it was like that was our whole thing. We wanted to be able to control the vibe, the environment. So
Yeah.
With that, and that way, it made me even more willing to be like, okay, yeah, invite these influencers and other people.
Let's
out.
go.
Because you could accommodate their needs as far as
Yep,
getting them.
exactly.
the
Just that it
hotel.
was that whole thing, and honestly, it was my
We might
first
do it
time.
again.
shoot, it was my first time actually doing something like a convention center, but man, we had over 1,000 people come. Like
Wow.
that thing was packed, and it was my birthday, so Halloween's always
There
like
you
a
go.
thing. Like, all right, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer, especially like the experience that we put on as far as like, such and such is here. Man, mind you, it was still what, a year after?
What?
It was still a year after COVID.
And what year was this?
2021. Yeah,
2021. So just the next year,
Yeah.
right back at it
right back
again,
at it.
boys.
That's what I said. But that's why we knew, okay, it's going to be for sure.
Back in the building,
This
baby.
time we had to pay some money. DDG wanted $15,000.
Okay.
So we had to give him like $7,500 up front and then raise the money through ticket sales.
Right.
So we did our thing, raising
Yep.
the money, ticket sales, doing that. And it came with some, it
Yeah.
went, it comes, but we did it. We achieved
We did
the
it
goal.
though. No, we
achieved
did
the
it.
goal.
We
achieved
did
the
it.
goal for sure.
Cause it was good. It was good. Like everybody wanted it. Honestly, he came out at the right time. That was the one thing. It was packed. It was definitely packed.
But he only gave us 3 songs. He was kind of being Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, what really messed it up is his security guards. They wanted to. I guess somebody got too close or something. I don't know. They knocked out. This dude.
Oh
Some gangbanger.
boy.
They knocked out a gangbanger.
Gangbanger.
Homies.
Oh,
Yep.
his security knocked him.
Yep.
Oh
Gangbanger
man.
dude. So we're not thinking nothing of it. The dude's knocked out. Leaves.
I'm moving and
didn't-
grooving around this point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Party's a success. DDG's a success. Hey, everybody's in the hotel at the end of the night having a good time.
Yep.
Right.
Next morning, we come down.
It's like
4 dudes with masks.
oh my gosh. It was
Oh,
like
shit.
3 o'clock in the morning. The hotel shut down.
Oh, actually,
no.
they came at night first.
Yep.
They knew he was staying at the hotel.
Crazy.
What?
Crazy. And yep, the hotel shut down. Everybody locked their doors. It was just they wreaked havoc. Honestly, just like as far as maintaining, making sure it's safe, nothing went down.
Yeah, nothing went down.
Nothing went down.
But they came the next
But-
morning, and that's why I know they were just some young guys. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a little
Honestly,
hype. But at the same time, they did have weapons. But
what I heard, and I
you
found
remember
out,
standing in the hall? Oh, you weren't there. No, see,
I
he
was
doesn't
definitely there.
No, remember not when we in the next day when we were in the morning in the.
Oh,
thing
go
when
ahead,
they
tell
were
that.
outside.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
so
go ahead.
I don't know
go
where
ahead.
Sir was at the time.
It was at night. It was
No,
late
so
at
he
night.
was there at night. So I'm in the next morning. This is where they really got into.
Uh-huh.
So the
When
morning,
did you guys hear about the guy getting knocked out?
During the party.
During the
So
party.
you
That was
seen it
during the
happen?
party.
No, I didn't see
Yeah.
it because we heard about a lot.
That
of
was
people.
the VIP.
Yeah.
That was like a VIP moment where when DDG definitely performed, he went to this VIP section where everybody that either had like some VIP wristband or certification. Honestly, it was like a bundle with the QR code and stuff.
Mhm.
Boom, get on VIP area, and then this is a stage across from the main stage.
Okay.
So
Right.
it was different. It was a different
Yeah,
VIP
yeah.
section. Boom. Heard somebody try to get in VIP. Security wasn't having it.
Knocked him out.
Knocked them out.
I got
Damn.
Boom
Yeah.
during the party. But it was
Yeah,
pretty
his
much.
pride.
It was pretty much like his girl.
Oh yeah,
was
his
in the-
girl,
his girl was in
the
VIP.
section.
Oh,
So that's why
shit.
he's prideful. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Boom. And then that's how
I've been on
that's
the
how
other side of that
sparked.
situation where like the girl
got knocked
started.
out?
No,
No, I'm just kidding.
Like they crashed out because of a comment the girl said about
Oh, yeah.
us or
Mhm. Oh,
something. Like it kind of just recently just happened, and then
Man.
they were all crashing out, and like I'm like, what happened?
Right. So look, this how. Cause,
I didn't do
Get it going.
fucking shit.
So
I'm
this-
just me.
So we can make sure we get y'all the whole story. Let me tell you. So this is what
Yeah.
happened.
See what aura
Cause
could
Thurman
do
was gone.
to a woman.
No, definitely.
And it was Deshae who was over there too, little Deshae.
So the
look-
next day. So this is the next day.
Next
Okay.
morning, all right. So they come. I see them in the hallway. Not thinking nothing of it, but I'm like, okay, they're kind of dressed in black, whoa, whatever. I'm already knowing those. So I'm like, hey, security, whoa, whatever. Hotel don't really got no security like that.
Mhm.
But they somehow got them outside. Now DDG's coming down with his security.
Yep.
His security is 2 guys, 3 guys. I'm finding out. I guess one of the guys passed. Rest in peace. But they were they were like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking like, hey, yeah, these dudes, they tripping. You know what I'm saying? They outside, whatever. Oh, lock the doors. And
Lock
they're
the
acting
doors,
like security
yeah.
for the whole hotel. We're going around
yeah.
locking all the doors. We're standing there. They don't really got no guns. So yeah, they were trying to ask me for mine.
Yeah. The security, yeah,
But they cool though, no problem. I was gonna give it to them just cause, but it was just
Prideful
sticky
night.
situation.
Yeah,
but
sticky.
luckily,
It's prideful night.
But nothing
they went out-
happened.
Yeah, nothing would happen. They went out
Nothing
there,
happened.
talked to me, addressed him.
Yeah.
It was actually, I don't know if it's the dude I don't know which dude it is, but one of the dudes he was like hard of steel. He didn't care.
He
You know
didn't
what I'm saying?
care.
He just went out there
Yeah.
like, y'all not finna boom, right in the face. And them dudes didn't do nothing, but they was still in the window with the guns, whatever. Police end up coming. They were dumb. They were waiting in the parking lot. Police
Oh,
came
man.
and got him
out of here.
Yeah, they got him in the car. All of them arrested. We ended up driving off. But I ain't gonna say he almost got no shootout. You know what I'm saying? Because he was hiding behind the window. But at the same time, them dudes was not playing.
Right,
They was coming
They
from
was serious. They was
yeah, they was
serious.
serious. That's
When
one
you
thing.
are just a
And when you're an
content
artist,
creator or
yeah.
YouTuber, you should never be in the middle of any altercation with
Like that.
guns or any street
Exactly.
activities
Anything
or
like that.
anything like that. Even though some of these guys still kind of find themselves in it.
those positions.
But I
of
mean,
course.
it's so he didn't start it. It was just somebody that was upset over their lady being around him or admiring him, and that's how it always is, you know. And that brings up a good topic that I want to bring up because being an artist, being in the entertainment, being around a lot of
Coming from
a family, a generation of musicians. My grandma always told us, like, Hito, if you're gonna be an artist, if you're gonna be in music, if you're gonna be in the spotlight, you have to have your partner that supports you and understands what comes with all of this. You know, and there's not too many people that can hold it down as far as supporting their spouse as being an artist. You almost have to have somebody that's in the same industry as you
Right.
to understand that there's going to be girls trying to throw themselves or think that they got a chance with you and know and trust that you're not going to cross those lines because this is your profession and
Right.
this is what comes with it.
Right, this is what comes with it. Right.
You know, there's like I seen LL Cool J's wife was saying, you know, for some years she kind of it was tough for her, but after a while she embraced it and was like, yeah, you know, my man he is fine.
LL.
Like, you know, but it takes a special type of person to ride through all of it because I mean we're all humans. I mean, if someone's looking at your girl or saying
Right,
stuff,
right, what you gonna
you're gonna
do?
be like, what? Like, you know, it could just be
Facts.
triggering, and it depends on what's going on, even with your guys' personal lives, you know. And it's on each other to hold each other down and support each other, and it's a very tough thing. That's why there's not. I mean, it's tough enough to have lasting relationships just in the regular world, but when you come into this world and our world of whatever it's fame, content creation, music, you know, you have the jealousy, you have the devil lurking to try to break people
Trying
up.
to break you apart.
But how are you guys able to hold your relationship down, even though, I mean, it might not be out there, but it's out there for the world to kind of just dissect at times.
Yeah.
How do you guys keep your bond so tight? Because, you know, people are always trying to tear people apart and with comments and rumors and things like that.
Yeah,
What how do you guys keep that bond going?
How we do, I mean, really, we know just from the start as just being a interracial couple, controversy, you know, people are going to talk, but that controversy is kind of what drew us to have, you know what I'm saying, such
Grow
a fan base that
stronger,
we have now.
yeah.
So we kind of, we used to have, like at the beginning, my girl used to kind of look, but I always tell her, like, you know, I'll look at the comments or whatever, you know, or, you know what I'm saying, things like that. Or if you do look at them, it's like, you know, you can see, like, obviously, if we don't got no haters, we ain't popping. That's how I say.
Right.
So if ain't nobody talking about us, then ain't nothing to be talking about, you know. So that's how we kind of look at it. And from that, we know it's like, at that point, if you're talking about me so much or you really feel that way, then you feel I'm bigger than you in a sense. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm not doing nothing wrong, you know. That's how I see, like, damn, I like being talked about. All
Definitely.
level, you know, but we still try and keep ours to a level where it's like, you know, we're not like every, you know, like Blueface or Krishan or you know,
Yeah.
I know them too, but you know, not like
To
to
take-
that level where it's just like, oh, all out in the media. We're not like a lot of times we're not just like content creators that are always, you know, on our phone. Like a lot of times we kind of forget. You know what I'm saying? Like we'll go out and be like, why are they staring at us? You know,
Yeah.
not really know, you know, things like that. So.
That's the vibe I got from you guys. You guys are real humble people. Like you don't walk around like you got an ego. You walk around like you have an aura, but you don't have an ego. You're friendly. You talk to people.
Yeah.
I mean, our first conversation on the phone, I felt like I was talking to a homie from a long time ago,
Right,
like
right.
just chopping
Has
it
that
up. You
effect,
have a really
definitely.
good personality. You're very approachable. So what is it like though when people recognize you?
I mean, no, it's a good feeling.
Good feeling.
It's definitely a good feeling. Yeah.
You got people quoting you. You got people, you know.
Yeah,
loving.
you never know. I be
They
like,
always,
you know all that?
honestly, like the haters be on the internet. People that walk up, low key.
No, those be the haters. The thing is, the most of the time, the people that really know me for real are usually the ones that like, you don't follow me. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like, if you're telling me you see me and you know all this, you really was hating. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, but I'm not mad at it. I'm just
Right.
like, that's why I say the haters are fans too. That's how I see
Yeah,
it.
they're some of your biggest
If you know
fans.
my face, that's how I see it. I see it as far as if you know my face, I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
You a fan? You a fan?
Yeah, they're the biggest fan. You know, I've not to make it about me, but when people are like out and then they're like, "Oh, Denver Foos, we follow you,"
yeah.
and they'll like quote certain things, and I'm like, "You do follow me," and then I'm like, "I'll follow you back," because that's my thing. If I meet somebody, I'm gonna follow you back.
I always follow you for sure.
And then there's a lot of times where they weren't even following.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
why I
like,
was like, that's how you
wait
find
a
out.
minute. But I'm like, you said this increment detail of a video. You had to have been watching this video. It was like a long form video or something I said on the podcast.
That means they're coming up on the algorithm. You know, even
of
though.
course. Denver, you guys are on. Of course, anybody that's looking at anything Denver, they're gonna see you for sure.
Yep,
for sure.
And
We gotta.
honestly-
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
We gotta give a quick shout out to one of our sponsors. That's SE Shirts and Hoodies. If you're all about repping your city with style, you need to check out seshirtsandhoodies.com. They got the freshest streetwear, dope designs, and quality at actually lasts. Whether you're looking for a fire new hoodie, fresh tee, or custom gear that speaks to your vibe, seshirtsandhoodies.com has got you covered. And best of all,
like
you're supporting a brand that understands the culture. seshirtsandhoodies.com is where you gotta be.
Yeah. So you just performed at the Denver Nuggets.
Yes, I did.
That was the last time we seen each other.
Yes, I did.
We're always just
For
crossing
third
paths.
year in a row.
Third year in a row,
Third
running,
year
man.
running. We growing. We had 30 athletes this year. Last year we had 12 or 13. The year before that was like 26 girls, 26 athletes on there, or maybe 20. But yeah, we're just growing. This one, it was 30 girls or 30 athletes all together working together. 6-minute performance and shoot stunts, backflips, back tucks. Performing microphone.
Not to
dancing
mention the
routine.
costumes.
Bro,
Yeah.
the
They're
theatrical,
always on point.
The hair, the makeup.
man.
Oh yeah.
It's
Man.
a full stage
and
performance.
I'll give y'all the
That's how we do
exclusive
our
before.
events. He knows how to actually
We're doing-
orchestrate.
Yeah, just giving them a platform so that way they can already have it on their resume, and before they go to college, it'll help them. And then also film it as a documentary.
Yeah. That's
They're helping
amazing.
them.
That's
Helping
awesome.
people out.
That is so amazing. Yeah, I mean, what you do, it's so community oriented. There's such great camaraderie with the families, and all those girls look up to you. You could just see it in their eyes. It's amazing. It's an amazing thing to see you guys perform
They
and just
love it.
get down. It's truly amazing.
Yeah, they don't know it's real until they're there. But then once they know,
And that's
they're
something
like
they're gonna remember
forever. And we're gonna
I've
do
been
it
on
again.
it,
So.
yeah. That's
So,
video.
but
Real
yeah,
good.
we got stuff coming up as far as like ongoing. Like obviously that's an annual thing. We always do annual events, and we coming back on the scene, man. Like that's just what
Stay
we
tuned.
going
We're coming back on the
You
scene
guys
with
got-
Denver Foos.
with
as
Denver
well.
Foos, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Box
Denver
Date
Foos as
Bash.
well.
Box Date
Last
Bash
year
as
it was
well.
a success.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
Pool party.
Man, this
We-
summer,
I can't wait for that again.
man, like it was just a vibe, right? It was a
Oh
vibe.
man, it
So-
was definitely a
It
vibe
was just
for
a straight
sure.
vibe pool. People having fun, no problems. Everybody went out to that club right after, or whatever club was down the block. So it's just like it was fun. It was real fun, and we're just doing larger numbers this year. So it's just like on top of the experience, we gonna get this camaraderie, this conglomerates going on with Denver
Definitely.
Foos, Funny Keys, or Devon, all the way through Box Day Bash and everybody and beyond. Whoever's watching and tuning in, man, like tap in, because it's really gonna be just a straight network. Once the word gets out, once everybody knows, like, hey,
Yeah, once we get it
who,
out,
what, when, where, why, who will win, where, why, and then once those 5 things are answered,
you're gonna know, and
You're gonna
Denver
know.
Foos is gonna be giving it to you live.
Yes, you
Live and
already
direct.
know.
Live and direct.
right in your face, guys. So
So plug one last time before we go. I know you guys got some engagements that you got to attend.
of course.
Plug where they can find you, where they can follow you, and maybe if you got anything coming up next, go ahead and plug that.
And we need a second podcast too.
Yeah,
Gotta come
oh,
back
for
part
sure.
2. But hey, go follow me at FunnyKey123 on Instagram, at KeynWees on TikTok, at KNW Fam on YouTube, and at KeynWees on Facebook as well. Man, y'all can follow me on all platforms, or just type in KeynWees. I'm pretty sure you'll see a video, y'all, for sure.
On Twitch.
Oh, Twitch. Look, hey, if you follow the other platforms, I got a link tree. You'll see the whole 9.
Yep.
Anything Denver related, follow us at Box State Bash.
Yep.
Coming to you live, yo. We're
And
about to
any
start
other
having a lot.
influence.
And Denver Foos.
Yeah.
That's right.
No.
Tell him, Sir Devon. Can we get a Sir Devon?
Yeah.
I got you. Nah. What's poppin', ladies and gentlemen? You already know what it is when your boy is talking like this. Something big is about to go down. You can follow me at Sir Devon HD from the Mile High City. That's a 303. Denver Foos is my family. You guys know what it is. It's going down, but you can catch us up. And the next event is coming soon. So, you know, we from the Mile High. So you guys got to get on our level.
Yeah.
I love
right
me.
on.
I love me a
that.
Sir Devon.
Always got to get that. Well, we appreciate you guys so much
I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate
for coming
y'all
on the
for
Denver
having us.
Foos podcast. We definitely got to have you again. We got to
We'll
have
be back.
your girl.
Hey,
the
another
baby.
episode. Trust me, y'all. We got something big coming with Denver Foos. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We got to go catch this Nuggets game, baby. Let's go.
Yeah,
Nuggets.
let's
You already know.
go.